My mother, the revolutionary, gave her life to raise me. Bones cracker brilliant soul for tears under the fist of men raging into the night. His love became autoerotic asphyxiation behind a safe way without the sexy. He was choking the life out of her. And she was too much of a girl to truly understand that bones crackle brilliant. There's no safety in tears. And no matter how many years you're removed, you ain't ever that far away. My mother, the revolutionary, remembers these things. This is how she was born. Conjugal, restless, brilliant, and warned, you do not tread on her. She has strands of silk coupled around her throat so tightly friction became smoke and harmony. A monument above fire. Petula, the female Hebrew priest of Christ, rose above the flames. Her flesh would not burn. The stench of her singed hair was of magnolia. Her bones crackle brilliant under the weight of Roman spears, yet she would not bleed for them, nor sing their song of mercy. Only muttering the glory of words they would never comprehend. Petula, forever struggling in the shadows, dust rising off forgotten languages, the lucid mythology of the dreams of walking, the penetrating knowledge within the elegance of a child. Petula, mortar of the wounds of the past, the laying on of hands, hearing the healing call of silence in between the words, and the faith that somewhere in the blatant beginning of thought was God, and the unhindered awe of all her children. Petula, my mother, the revolutionary. At age 7, she wore one eye closed for 2 months, paralyzed like a doctor's ignorance, because why was a direction no one thought to look until at age 36, after 29 years of bone-blinding migraines, she bled the succulence of aneurysms. Wrapped like plush black velvet bows around optical nerves, and that year, Christmas was a silent night in NYU's ICU, laying there, fighting for your life. So, blessed are the merciful, those that believe in the laying on of hands, and my mother, the revolutionary, came to believe. Stronger than any man I've ever known. She walked out 2 weeks later, vowing never to look back. Knowing that your intent in life is not your outward appearance, she walked a tightrope of fear undaunted. And after the years of being beat by men and the formidable years of the pounding in her head, the embers of sacrifice strewn about her feet, she licked their scars as beautiful and took to the fulfilling of dreams. And her dreams came true. BA, MFA, Juris Doctorate. High school teacher 7 years running in the same district that kicked her out 30 years earlier because she chose my life over her own. My mother, the revolutionary, knows the price of success, hard work, diligence. Walking on water is an impossibility, boy, so you damn well better plan on getting wet. You gotta relish those things that scare you. Challenge yourself to be naked amid the scorn of others. Follow your heart and never, ever look back. My mother, the revolutionary, doesn't like to go in public anymore. Her right eye, it just wanders uncontrollably, and when she's reading the book, she really is like a piece of art hanging on a wall no matter where you are in the room. She's watching you. She knows the value of being able to laugh at oneself. In the face of so many medications and so often the presence of seizures, one cannot wither within the strength of pain. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, she says, within the grimace of a tear. And my mother, the revolutionary, is tired of being strong. She likes to have her eyes roll, her hair stroke when her eyes roll back onto her tongue, teeth clenched around her name, which she can no longer remember. You see, epilepsy's become like my father. And she's tired of being strong, knowing nothing more than to clench your fist and fight. That you walk on water whenever possible, boy, and you twist the heads of the past within the vengeance of a smile. Knowledge cures ignorance, and the pumping of one's own heart can be the most arduous of songs. My mother, the revolutionary, has had the revelation of who she is and the heaviness of her bones to prove it. And that's the only revolution worth fighting, because a long time, it ain't ever long enough when you require little effort to breathe.